Welcome, Joe. So good to see you again. Tell me how things are going at BitBull Capital. I mean, you're the fund of funds, so it's pretty remarkable, right?
Right. Yeah. Everything's going well at BitBull. BitBull was born in 2017 out of, I guess, a desire that I had with my own crypto investments to be in actively managed strategies as opposed to indexes. And it's been a really interesting ride. There's over 600 different crypto funds now, and so we do a lot of diligence on them. And so the research part of BitBull has been really, really fascinating.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's something that sort of fascinated me when the whole boom started to happen about the ICOs and STOs, that more research needed to be done.
Right. Yeah.
But I still haven't pulled that one together, so it's a bit of a dream of mine.
Yeah.
So tell me, what do you think's going on? What are the issues and problems happening with crypto exchanges? Because every day there seems to be one more drama.
Yeah. I think one of the things that attracted me to crypto, and a lot of investors, including all of the big venture capital companies, to crypto, is that there's so much new things that are happening. So even when you say ICOs and STOs, now I think of IEOs, or initial exchange offerings, because we've seen Binance launch a coin just last week. Bittrex was going to launch a coin, but then said that they're not going to anymore. So there's so many it's a new frontier.
Yeah.
And so with that, you also have found, the regulation, of course, everything is regulated, but there are some gaps with, what exchanges are launching and whether they have the correct custody practices. And even it wasn't until last year that Coinbase truly launched their custody offering. So I think some of the issues are that people in general feel that they can keep their money, their crypto, on an exchange, whereas in the professional investing world, we know not to do that and to custody our assets either externally or in a safe off-exchange way. But we've certainly seen many exchanges have issues with keeping the coins accessible to their customers. Yeah.
And so do you feel that the hacking's going to continue? Or do you think that the people will resolve those issues and make them safer?
I think for myself and for us at BitBull, we use what we feel are reputable exchanges to trade. So I would encourage that for any investor. I would also encourage any investor not to keep their actual crypto on an exchange. And I think that if you are engaging with a non-US exchange that is new and does not have a long track record, then you are really opening yourself to a lot of liability. People do that because they want access maybe to more like further down the line coins, so not a top 50 coin, but a coin number 1,000, or for a variety of reasons. Maybe they see a little bit of an arbitrage opportunity, but you have to be aware of the dangers if you do that.
Really?
Yeah, truly.
And what do you think needs to happen generally in the domain for the public to have a bit more sense of safety and trust in the exchanges?
I think one thing about crypto, and people often want answers like, how do I buy my first Bitcoin? Or now that I've bought some crypto, what do I do? And so I think that as people become familiar with, it's not like, let's say, Charles Schwab, where everything is insured on the user's case, and you have to actually protect yourself. I think as people become familiar with the issues in crypto, and as crypto itself evolves to, there are now insurance options, for example, to have more and custody options, to have more things like that. It's just a matter of time until it becomes easier and more user-friendly. And we heard just a few weeks ago, even Fidelity is launching a custody option. So, and JP Morgan's launching JPM coins. So the industry is catching up quickly, and there will be more options soon. And right now, they're just it's the whole industry is less than 10 years old, right? So it's new.
And it's sort of the silt is sort of settling at the bottom of the river, really. I mean, I think that huge, big thrust of going over the chasm in 2017 was amazing, a bit overwhelming. But now it seems like things are settling and people are building, which I hope.
Yeah. In crypto, we've seen 4 kind of booms and busts, although each time to higher highs and higher lows. And last year certainly was both a spectacular rise in 2017 and a spectacular fall in 2018. But I think it was, the low was hit in December of last year around 30 something hundred, and it was a 16-month low. But I think I think we'll continue to see these rises and falls in crypto, and that'll just be the way the industry is growing because it's a startup itself. And so,
Yes.
as you know, if you make an equity investment, that equity investment you make it's all over the place for a while until it settles itself, and that's the same with crypto.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I've believed in it since 2008, so
Yes.
I'm happy that I'm still here and I'm
Yes.
seeing all the ups and downs. So, thank you so much for coming, Joe, and great that BitBull's doing so well. And I'm looking forward to the panel.
Thank you, Pamo. I love what you do at FinTech Silicon Valley, so it's great to be here. Thank you.
You're very kind. Thanks.